Point-slope form, how to avoid sign errors with negatives. Have you ever felt confused by negative signs when working with linear equations? You are not alone. Today, we will tackle the point-slope form of a linear equation and how to avoid those pesky sign errors. The point-slope form is written as y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This formula can trip you up if you are not careful with negatives. Let's break it down step by step. First, it is essential to understand the structure of the formula. The formula uses subtraction in two places, y minus y1 and x minus x1. If either x1 or y1 is negative, remember that subtracting a negative number is the same as adding a positive number. For example, if y1 equals negative 6, then y minus negative 6 becomes y plus 6. This simple change can help you avoid mistakes. Next, be on the lookout for double negatives. Double negatives happen when you subtract a negative coordinate or when you multiply by a negative slope. When you have two negatives together, they turn into a positive. For instance, if x1 equals negative 4, then x minus negative 4 becomes plus 4. If the slope m is negative and you multiply it by x minus x1, be sure to apply the multiplication carefully to avoid sign errors. When substituting values into the formula, take it slow and write each step clearly. Start by substituting 1 and y1, keeping their signs visible. Rewrite y minus y1 and x minus x1 carefully, making sure to convert double negatives to positives. Then, multiply the slope by the quantity x minus x1 while paying close attention to the negative signs. Let's look at an example to illustrate this. Suppose the slope m equals negative 2 and the point is negative 4, 5. The point-slope form would be y minus 5 equals negative 2 times x minus negative 4. This simplifies to y minus 5 equals negative 2 times x plus 4. Notice how subtracting negative 4 becomes adding 4. After that, distribute the slope. Y minus 5 equals negative 2x minus 8. Finally, if you want to write it in slope-intercept form, add 5 to both sides. Here are some practical tips to help you out. Always write the subtraction explicitly before simplifying. Circle or highlight negative signs in the coordinates to remind yourself of their effect. Use parentheses to keep track of terms, especially when the point coordinates are negative. Practice with different examples that involve negative coordinates and slopes to build your confidence. By carefully managing subtraction with negative numbers and remembering that subtracting a negative is adding a positive, you can avoid common sign errors in the point-slope form. This approach makes the process clearer and helps you maintain accuracy when writing and graphing linear equations.